You're listening to an Accent Productions podcast.
Hello, friends, and welcome back to Moody&D. Last time we left off, the party had begun their descent into the tunnels underneath the dungeon, underneath the temple. And as they were making their way down, Klaus began to sense on the ground these tremors of some kind, which he quickly recognized to be an onkeg. An onkeg burst out of the ground, and as the party had just nearly gotten it to about half health, as it was starting to die, another one burst out of the ground on the other side of them.
But Klaus took quick care of them.
Yes, Klaus leaping over the first one somehow, I still don't understand how he did it, kills the remaining one, which explodes.
Actually, I killed both of them.
That's right, you killed both of them. That's right, you did kill both of them. And it explodes and covers everybody but Klaus and Goo. And that's where we pick up our story.
Just prestidigitation after prestidigitation right now.
Do you do it for me too?
Yeah, after I'm done with myself, I'll start with Audra.
Yeah, go for
and
it.
Klaus is still just standing,
my.
hands extended.
And once I'm done, I'm just gonna like bend over and just be like, why does my back hurt?
Oh yeah, just a reminder, because it kind of happened in passing. Bran aged. It was 8 years, right?
8 years.
He's 33 now.
33. Oh boy.
He's almost dead.
Out of character, I'm going to kill you.
1 foot in the grave.
Oh my
Prof
gosh.
Mac is not happy with any of us right now.
No,
it's
no,
great.
Klaus is gonna look at Bran and he's gonna go, okay, no, I'm not gonna say that.
Does that need to go on the counter?
You look worse, flesh bag, and he's gonna turn around and he's gonna start walking further down.
Oh my.
Follow suit.
Can we expect any more of these, Klaus?
I don't know.
Oh, you're ungooed.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely was holding my hands up like
Yeah, just like, ugh.
I feel like there needs to be cameras just because
Oh,
you guys reference
we're
my
working on it.
We're working on it.
physicality.
We're
Oh
working
boy,
on it.
this will be fun.
Yeah, so Klaus is gonna start heading down to your question. He's gonna say, I don't know, maybe. You never know what to expect.
Okay, great.
I'm gonna pick up Tor and just walk after Audra.
Yep, following along. Can I make a try to sense for any other things that might be awaiting us in this dungeon?
Yeah, sure. Make a perception check.
DC 32.
If there's one thing that we've
No,
learned
the
is
DC 30 is nearly impossible.
Okay.
35 is impossible.
Well, that's an 8, so.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
I'd
no.
say
It's,
Technically, it's cocked,
it's
but.
cocked. I
oh,
mean,
well, then re-roll it.
Okay.
If it was technically cocked.
Can I see anything?
Well, that's a natural 1, so.
Audra, you have never been so safe in your life. This tunnel has never been clearer of monsters. You have
Perfect.
eliminated every single existing monster.
Great, we did it.
Oh, cool. Can I see anything?
Like looking down the tunnel?
Yeah, looking down.
Sure, make a perception check.
That's gonna be a 4.
There is at least 120 more feet of tunnel.
Lovely.
I would know how much longer we need, right?
Yeah, so you guys have been traveling for about 3 hours. You have about 5 more hours of travel to about a halfway point, and then you've got 8 more hours of travel. So it's essentially 2 more days of travel.
Okay. So
You can push to travel more, but you will start to risk exhaustion points.
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
do.
no.
Yeah.
So I'm basically just gonna, without turning around to look at you guys, I'm gonna say, we are not even halfway yet, so let us continue traveling, and then at a suitable point we shall rest. And I'm just gonna keep going.
Did you say it that creepily in the
I-
in game?
yeah.
All right, then I'm going to look at Brandon and be like, first of all, you look good, distinguished,
Wiser.
wiser.
The wrinkles around the
You
eyes
seem
show
to
that
have-
Is
you
that
are.
some gray
No,
hair?
you seem to have aged like fine wine.
Like that
And then
wine in the cellar?
Gosh.
No, that stuff was
Oh.
That
hundreds
stuff was
of
very
years old.
and then I'm gonna say, That was strange. Just like my compliment to you. Let's keep an eye out on Klaus.
Brandon's just gonna be like so flustered at what just happened. Just like look at the hammer and just in his head, I don't know, I hate you so much right now, and just walk. not to you, to the hammer. To the hammer.
It made you old.
Yeah, because it made me old.
I didn't make you old. You made you
Oh
old.
my gosh.
Whatever.
This is part of your existence. I just happen to be a manifestation of your
Debating
existence.
semantics here, Tor.
Semantics are where all of these things come from.
This is why we fight all the time.
All right, as we walk, I'm going to put my short bow away and just carry 2 daggers in my hands.
Cool. Yes.
Light weapons.
Whee! Bonus action attack.
That's why I'm like, I want the 2.
Yeah.
Do I remember any cave, any like kind of pocket in the tunnel?
No, the tunnel's really just a straight shot. It's just a 16-hour walk. It's a 16-hour walk, straight shot. You think that Kuza actually made this himself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, was intentionally seeking out the temple because of something he knew was there and drilled or dug straight shot there.
Yeah. I wouldn't be able to create like a small indent using earth tremor.
Let me check the definition or the spell description of earth tremor, because that's an
50%
interesting
from
thought, and I'm curious now. Do you have any other, like,
So
do you have,
long
like,
as it
move
doesn't-
earth or
Nope. No.
mold earth, actually?
I do have mending, but I don't think that's gonna.
Oh, no,
do
that
much.
would do the opposite.
We don't want
let's
that.
see. You cause a tremor in the ground within range. Each creature...
It's a D6 bludgeoning damage, so I don't
If
think
the
that's.
hold on, if the ground in that area is loose, earth or stone, it becomes difficult terrain until cleared. That would indicate that it sort of stirs it up, but I don't think you could make a cave.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just trying to preserve myself.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. We continue walking.
Okay.
I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool.
As we walk, I just want to be like, okay, so Klaus, tell me more, like, how did you end up back here? What happened during your time away? I'm still trying to figure out why you came back.
Klaus is up front, and he's just humming to himself. As you walk up, he doesn't really look at you. Just kind of
Fair, I'm
glances
not
over the
looking at
shoulder.
you either. I'm looking straight ahead.
What do you mean, little lizard? I came back because I thought we would have a common cause.
Yes,
What
but
I needed to do, I accomplished. And now, all I want is revenge.
yes, but what did you do? What did you learn while you were away?
What did you learn when I was away? Information for information. Why should I tell you anything before we get there?
You're just gonna
Then
hear from the back because you're the one who dragged us down this tunnel.
I did not drag you anywhere, fleshbag, and do not address me. And I'm gonna continue talking to Adra.
Well, to put it a bit more diplomatically, since apparently I'm trying to learn, we are following you into a dark tunnel on your word that you're leading us to the person who killed Aima.
That
But-
is the truth.
But there's a lot of gaps in there. Like, how was this tunnel came to be? We've not seen any other holes or gaps or other tunnels. Does it only lead one way? Like,
Let us continue down, and once we get to our destination, more will be cleared up.
but see, here's the thing. You say these things with a very suspicious tone and look on your face.
You don't see my face.
Okay,
You're
fine.
walking
With a
behind me.
suspicious tone in your voice.
Got a really funky looking back of the head when you say that.
I
Why?
just don't like the back of your head.
Why? Because of my horns? That is quite not thoughtful of you.
Yeah, well, I'm not known for my thoughtfulness, so.
That is true. Let us continue. In about an hour, we should be able to rest. I'm looking at you just for confirmation. that I can say that.
Well, it depends on how long down the tunnel this conversation has happened. Have you how long did you wait while you guys were walking?
I think a couple more hours, and then I'm just getting antsy.
Like 2 more or 3? Like, give me a timeline.
Let's say 2.5, just to be that person.
Okay.
Cool.
2.5
Cool.
hours.
2.5 hours down the road. Yeah, sure. So you got about 2.5 hours until you can rest.
Let us continue for another hour, 2, maybe 2.5. Then we shall take
Casually translating the DM statements into roleplay.
Then we shall rest, and then we shall continue for another 8 hours, maybe, and you will have your answers. At least some of them.
Oh my.
Okay. I'm gonna slowly step back, so I'm now in between Klaus and Bran again. So
Okay.
we're side by side.
Cool.
I'm gonna walk up to Audra. Did I see her get the other herbs?
No, I don't think you did, but Audra, would you have informed him?
That I had them?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, then you know.
I'm gonna while we're walking, I'm just gonna say, hey, the other herbs that you got back in Kaizo, if you give them to me, I can work on them and probably make them a little bit more potent than they would be alone. I've already done it with a few.
The calming ones or the
Both.
healing ones?
Can I hear them?
No, we're talking quietly.
Sure, make a perception check. It's you're in a cave.
Yeah.
You're in a cavern. Sound bounces.
I know, but still.
Boing, boing, boing.
Clearly.
It's just bouncing
Yeah,
right
You
down
have
that
to like
tunnel.
stoop real low.
That's a 6.
No.
Nah, you are humming. You are having.
I'm humming.
You're just having
Yeah.
a grand old time. Like, there's a little like pep in his step. It's-
Oh yeah,
he's-
definitely.
Okay, I'll give you 2 of the healing herbs and 2 of the calming herbs
Cool.
to play with, and then I will keep the rest for now.
All right. I'm gonna every long rest do the 1 hour thing.
Cool.
On those.
Yep.
And maybe on a short rest if we get a chance, but. Just
Yeah,
to
totally.
start
How many
on those.
hours did I say?
You
it
said
would take?
3 non-consecutive hours.
Yes. Yes, that's right.
And you didn't. Well, that was for the healing. You didn't tell me anything for calming.
So for the calming thing, what can happen? I'm making this rule up as we go, but the second she mentioned it, I was like, oh, I should probably have a rule for that. So here's what happens with those: is if you turn those into a potion, essentially, you take the effect of the herb and you double it.
Okay.
So you can make 2 from 1 herb. So you would take the how many? She gave you 3 of those calming herbs, or 2 of them?
Well, I guess here's the question.
Yeah.
Have I seen him do this before? Like,
You know that he is skilled with herbalism.
I would have made the like you would have seen me working on
Yeah.
stuff
before?
Yeah.
like in Kaizo.
He's naturally a craftsman, and so he
Okay.
makes a lot of different things in Kaizo, and so you've seen him do stuff like that.
Got it, got it. Okay, then in that case, I will give you 2 of the calming, and I'll just keep 1 for myself.
Cool.
And then I'll actually give you 3 of the healing, and I'll just keep 2.
Awesome. So with those 2 of the calming, you can turn that into 4 potions of calm emotions.
Okay.
Hey, that rhymes. And then you can turn those 3 lesser healing herbs into 3 greater healing
Right.
potions.
Okay. Cool. Sounds good. And same time frame for both.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So
Sounds
it's
good.
so
I'll start
three
working on those.
non-consecutive hours. So
That is
amongst
pretty awesome.
amongst the 5 of those, that should take you 15 hours.
Okay.
So.
Cool. That's
Great.
not that bad.
And then once you finish them, I'll give you the other ones. but
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
wanted
Yeah.
to keep
Yeah.
one.
No, that makes sense.
Yep.
This way, healing because.
Only healer is Klaus.
And heaven knows I'm not getting any of it.
Well, you did throw a hammer at his face. That was your first action in your
That
interactions
is
with
fair. However, he just doesn't like me in general, so
him. I'm saying you made it worse, though.
that's true.
That's true.
And I'm definitely not getting any of those healing potions, so I'm keeping my
Hey,
I'm
Brand's a
keeping
nice
my
person. You
healing
never
to
know.
myself and throws hammers at people's faces.
I heard you were a bad guy.
Okay. Do we get to the resting place?
So about an hour before you get there, the tunnel is blocked off.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, I can deal with that.
So what does it look
It
like?
looks like there was a cave in at some point.
Okay, so there's
since
just a bunch
you
of.
passed through.
Well, that is a new development. This was not here when I last passed.
Odd.
Okay.
Can I look at it to see if it was like man-made or if it?
Sure, make a perception check.
Was it +3 again? Yeah. 13.
You can't exactly tell. It looks like it caved. Essentially, someone tried to get the roof to cave in on the space.
But it does look like it's artificially made.
You can't tell from this side. It doesn't look like someone came through and intentionally piled up stuff.
Got it.
Yeah.
It's a little bit harder to tell from this side. If you were on the other side, you might be able to tell if someone had intentionally piled it up or if someone had done something to the other side. But from this side, it looks like the thing just caved in.
Okay.
You said this was an hour before your rest, roughly?
Yeah, this is about an hour before your rest.
Anybody got any ideas?
I guess we move it by hand unless any of you can move things by magic. I guess I could use my mage hand, but I don't know how much faster that would make that.
You could add an additional hand to the
Yeah,
work.
it'd
That's
be
what that
one.
would
It'd be one
doing.
more hand. Trying to see if any. of my
Would
spells
Earth
are
Tremor
on
only
here.
make things worse?
Earth Tremor.
Cave in.
feel like
Cave
So
in.
Earth Tremor turns dirt into difficult terrain.
Yep.
This is already difficult terrain. You would essentially
Is
just
it
make
difficult terrain? Shoot, I don't have a second level spell slot. I could just kinetic jot through it.
It's not that kind of difficult terrain. It's a wall. There's a big, massive pile of dirt in your way. Dirt and rock that's all just sort of located there.
Okay. Well,
Guess we're moving it by hand.
yes we are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm
we're definitely moving this by hand.
just waiting for Bran to start doing it.
Hold
I will
You'll just
start.
wait for Bran to go.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
I will start.
You're gonna play the I'm the supervisor card.
up. Oh yeah. I will pull out of my Dungeoneer's pack a crowbar and a hammer for all the good it'll do me to lower the DC a little bit.
Yeah, totally.
And
That makes a difference if you're trying to break up and move rocks.
right. Yeah. And Tor would get angry if I started using
Yeah.
his.
So for those of you who are going to start working on it, make an athletics check.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm like
And I'm using
Picking
my
up
mage hand
pebbles.
too. So do I make 2 rolls?
Bran, your DC is lower because you're using it. What? Say
That
again.
doesn't matter.
Can I roll twice for me and my mage hand, or?
No. Your mage. So here's what I'll have you do: roll an athletics check for you, and then roll a spellcasting attack modifier for your mage hand,
Okay.
or spellcasting attack.
So athletics for me?
Yep.
Lovely,
Athletics
with a
I
plus
can
or-
pound
0.
metal. I cannot move rock with a 4.
Oh yeah, no.
So I rolled a 14 for my athletics.
Okay.
And then, a 13 for my mage.
Okay.
I rolled. Is it athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics.
That I rolled a crisp 5.
Cool. Yeah, you're not exactly gonna move these rocks by jumping over them. You just do a backflip on the rock.
Hey,
Get out of my way!
hey, Klaus can do many things. Okay.
That's not good.
That's not one of the things he can do.
So how much time did we waste on this one?
All right. So
I also have a crowbar and a hammer in my backpack.
cool. Go ahead and make your athletics check, or your DC was lowered for your athletics check. All right. So here's the thing. You had a 5,
Yes.
Klaus. You had a 4, Bran. You had a 14 and a 13. It was.
Yes.
But Klaus was also like just like kind of standing to the side watching them do it and just kind of picking up.
I'm supervising. I'm picking up after what you guys missed.
Yeah, just like never rock larger than like the size of his palms. Like,
Yeah. So this was a group check,
Oh no.
and 2 of you failed.
let's go.
So here's what happens is you guys spend the better part of the next 2 hours
Oof.
trying to get this down, and you've displaced most of this so that you are mostly through. You can push for a little bit more, and you might get through to the other side by the end of the day.
I mean, we might as well. We were planning to lie down and rest anyways.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
Brandon's
make,
just saying this while sitting on a rock, just like tired.
yeah, go ahead and make one more check for me. Your athletics checks are going to be a disadvantage for this, but the DC is lower because you're clawing through less.
Okay.
And do I do the same for my mage hand too? Or like
Yes.
this spell attack?
Well, actually, the spell attack is the same because that's not based on your physical strength.
I got a 19.
Wow.
With disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage. 15.
Okay. Wow.
Well, it was a 3. with
Okay.
disadvantage.
Spellcast for your
Oh,
mage
yeah,
hand though,
the
and
mage
that
hand.
one's not a disadvantage
Oh.
because it's magic.
Okay, great. Ooh, natural 18 plus
Ooh,
5, so
dang.
23 for the
Okay.
mage hand.
A crisp 2.
Oh my
How
god.
did you get worse?
Bran,
Bran, you suck.
Literally, I hate my strength score. It's the only
Oh
bad
my
thing about this
word.
character.
Shout out to the 2 crew.
Ugh.
Okay. Wow.
At least it's not in that one. I probably would have like broken my hand or something.
Oh, I'm not that DM. I'm not
That's
the DM
fair.
that'll make you
Just
just
your
like,
crowbar.
Your crowbar is really rough, though. Like,
Yeah.
it's not functional as a crowbar anymore.
That's fair.
It's just a metal stick.
That's
So
fair.
you could use it as like an improvised weapon club sort of situation.
Club. I'm a blacksmith. I'll just remake it.
Sure.
And Klaus
You
is
need a
just
forge for that.
enjoying
Yeah, of course.
himself. He's just humming away.
Yeah, Klaus
just
really
taking
like,
rock after rock, just tossing them behind himself.
Seeing that most of the work is done, Klaus is like, okay, no, I'll help.
Okay.
And then
Adra clocks
Audra.
all of this.
Audra,
never getting any dirt on himself.
Oh, okay.
Just like,
Audra, you are not able to do much anymore. You're sort of just like dredging through it with your hands, but that mage hand is working overtime because now
Yes.
you're not quite as focused on doing it physically. So that mage hand is doing almost as much work as Klaus.
Okay, can I roll to stealthily prestidigitation a whole bunch of dust like right onto Klaus?
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah, go. Sleight of hand is what that would be.
Cool. That probably is not going to help me, but we will see. That's going to be a crisp. Where was it? Oh, that's going to be a 12.
A 12.
I'm about to give you some of my dice.
What is your passive perception, Klaus?
my passive perception would be a 12.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh.
So since you were trying to beat his DC, you actually successfully.
Yes.
You are covered in dirt. You don't notice it until you look up, and your hands are covered in dirt, and your arms are covered.
But
in
he
dirt.
said dust.
dust. Sure,
Yes.
fine. You're covered.
You're dusty and.
It looks like someone took you and dumped you in powdered sugar.
Okay, and I didn't notice that it was him.
No.
No.
And Bran,
Okay.
like, no reaction from Bran. Like literally, it's not even looking like he's trying to avoid
Okay.
you. It's just like
Okay.
he's going on like normal. Like,
Yeah.
Question. My passive perception is 13. Do I see him do this?
Yes.
Oh, okay, perfect. All right. I'll just kind of like smirk to myself and keep working.
Do we get to the other side?
Yes, you guys make it the rest of the way. It's almost the same amount of stuff, but you do it in 30 minutes this time.
Okay.
Okay.
Once we get to the other side, I'm gonna look at myself and I'm gonna go, well, the king did the most work, and now I am here to present it. And I will take my silk coat off, and I will just kind of, not caring, just whoosh, dust it
Yeah,
off,
just-
just like whip it.
And
Yeah.
as he does that, I want to press the digitation, the stuff off of his cloak and away from us, back down the tunnel.
Okay, yeah,
Oh,
sure.
cool.
I'll say you can do that with prestidigitation. It's not technically how it works,
No, but you know.
but we'll call it good. That's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
small effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was just go,
I'm not going to use it in battle.
Yeah, totally.
put it back on, continue strutting down.
Yep.
Can I actually look now that we're on the other side and just see if I can perceive if this was natural or not?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
Can I assist her with this?
Yes.
Ooh,
With
thank you.
advantage.
Actually, this would be investigation.
Ooh, investigation.
That's
I
better.
think
That's
that's
even better.
better for me.
It should be.
Heck yeah, it's a +5, so 20 total. Dirty 20.
Dang. Okay. Yeah, you can tell from just the way this looks on the other side. You can see someone intentionally caved in from this side. Did something from you. You can tell, Audra, just because of your studies. Something arcane caved this in.
Okay.
Something arcane was used to blast the ceiling and cause a cave.
Are you going to tell us about that?
Yep. Oh, look, they did it on purpose. Klaus. Nope, I know this because we fought the guy. He was magic. Kuzo was magic.
Yep. Kuza was very magical.
Okay.
But
Klaus, are you sure you weren't
Enchanting.
followed?
I am not sure that I
That was
wasn't followed.
horrible.
All I
That
know
was-
is that I hindered him.
Okay.
No.
Do you care to explain any more? I feel like we're walking in blind.
Why would I explain anything to you right now? Once I tell you what I know, I will be of no more use to you.
I'm just going to say, he's got a point there.
Okay, can you at least tell us how you... what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
Injured?
Yeah, we'll go with injured. I was like
Inconvenienced?
inhabited,
uninhabited, but that's not the word.
How you inhibit?
Inhibited, thank you.
I got you. Walking lexicon.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Once we get there, we shall see. I will show you the works of my hands.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Well, shall we use this stone to our advantage and just sleep with our back to the rest of the cave-in?
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a good idea.
Great. Bran, you
Why did I
take
go
first
southern
watch.
there? Yeah. Take first watch.
Audra's like, I ain't letting him try to sleep next to me. You watch him.
Yeah, I'll take
Alright.
Klaus is just gonna like huddle up in the corner right next to the thing.
Yeah.
Take out all the metal.
All the metal pieces you
From
stole
him.
from
Shattered
Zura.
bottles.
Also,
Yeah.
remember what I got from Kuza?
Yes.
I'm gonna prepare that, but
Okay.
inconspicuously.
Make a sleight of hand check.
So
Ah, shoot.
sneaky.
That is a 12.
Passive perceptions?
13.
Do you add your proficiency to passive perception?
Yes, it's 10 plus whatever your
So
perception
12. I
modifier
do
is.
not see.
12. Okay. Bran, you don't notice this. Audra, you notice just in passing as Klaus is setting up, as you're sort of getting ready to go to sleep.
Behind his back.
Behind his back, you see just a very familiar skull filled with bones.
Okay. Is it just sitting there?
He's handling it.
It's just kind of placed behind his back, like behind the lower, like he's sitting huddled up in the corner with his back to the corner,
Uh-huh.
and so it's kind of in the corner behind his back.
Do you activate it or is it just a pile?
If I activate it, will I get it again because I'm long resting, or would it be expended?
Could you remind me of the statistics I gave you for that? I
One
sent it to you.
second. Yeah, I
so
got it. I got it somewhere in my folders. Frick, where did I put it?
Today's like quote mania.
Yeah.
Got so many quotes in this section.
Let's see.
Oh, there we go. I got it. Nope. This doesn't say what it does.
I think I have it as a once per dawn situation.
Is it once per dawn?
It might be technically once per long rest, but if it's not once per dawn, I'm gonna change it to once per dawn
Okay.
because it's not based on your physical rest; it's based on the item itself.
As a bonus action, once per day, it says.
Yep, yeah, that makes sense. Yep.
So yeah. Then no, I'm just gonna kind of put it there
Okay.
and prepare to activate it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Ah, looks like you picked something up from your friend. That looks familiar, Klaus.
He's just not gonna say anything.
Cool. Bran, watch out. Those little things can bite really hard if they get.
Do
a
I
hold
see it now?
I don't know
Yes,
if you.
see it.
I would definitely know. And now I'm gonna look at you and say that.
Oh snap!
That's fair. I'm not gonna say anything.
Can I kind of sleep with one eye open? Like,
Here's what I will say.
okay.
You can choose to take. You can choose to sleep lightly. We're adding a new mechanic to long rest now
Let's
because
go.
you asked for it. So you can choose to sleep lightly. Here's what happens: if you take a long rest in this way, you regain all of your spell slots, all of your hit points, but your hit dice do not reset.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna do that.
Cool. Sounds good.
I'm just gonna look at Bran and say, "Have fun watching him," and I'm just going to, like, put my back to a wall and go to sleep until it's my turn to do watch.
Cool.
I assume.
Bran's gonna just take his cloak, find a stone that's a little bit elevated, and just kind of have Tor sitting in, or like have Tor resting across his lap and just sitting there.
Cool. Klaus, just so you're aware, when you are sleeping lightly, you gain a +2 modifier to your passive perception,
Okay.
which is the stat I use for disturbances during sleep.
Okay.
Okay. So you sit there, make a perception check for your watch.
Better than everything else I've rolled today. Hey, that's an 18.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
And I can see 120 feet.
Yes, you can. Yeah. So as
Oh.
you are waiting during your watch, things seem to go by peaceably. Bran, Tor gets a little bored.
Of course he does.
Just killed something like 4 hours ago.
Yeah, that's true. Why did I make
Imagine him like a seventh grader
Oh my god.
who just does not have anything to entertain him.
ADHD.
I
you
made
know?
this thing to literally be the essence of chaos. So,
I love it.
I need you to make a charisma saving throw. The DC is not very high, and I do believe you have proficiency in those.
Warlock.
Yes, I do. So that's gonna be. I rolled an 11, but it's a 17. I love my charisma score.
Yeah,
Nice.
you're good. He tries to make you surge, but you control it.
Okay.
Your watch goes by safely. Who's taking the next watch?
I'll take it.
Okay.
I'm gonna put him away for now.
Yeah, just
This is gonna be an interesting arc.
Uh-huh.
Campaign.
yeah. You put him into
The
his extra dimensional space.
Probably not happy. About
Audra,
Mm-hmm.
how do you set up camp?
Whilst I am going to have this time I am gonna pull my short bow out,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna cast light on just like the stick of one of the. I've got like lantern things, but I don't want to burn fire
Right.
because I can just keep doing the cantrip.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Yeah, you
Yep.
make a magic torch.
Yep.
Cool.
Magical torch.
So because of that, I will say make a perception check at disadvantage, because that's for perceiving anything beyond your light range. Anything within your light range, the DC will be lowered notably because you have the light.
Okay.
But beyond the light range, it's different.
Well, that's an 8 at disadvantage.
Okay. Nothing seems to occur within the space that you're in.
I'm very aware of his little
Yeah.
velociraptor.
It's just sitting there not doing anything.
I know, but I'm just
Yeah.
very aware that you pulled it out.
You spend much of your watch just sort of glancing around the lit area, taking a glance over at the velociraptor.
Is it too late to
What-
say I also chameleoned?
Go for it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So you go chameleon. I imagine you back up against a wall then to try and...
Yeah.
Yeah. As you're glancing around, you look over at the velociraptor and for half a second, you think you hear it moving again. Then you shake yourself out of it. It wasn't moving. It's fine. It's fine. Make a wisdom saving throw.
No.
Oh no.
I was about to say I knock an arrow just to
DC
say.
is not very high.
Okay, wisdom saving.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, it's a +1. Well, that's a 10.
That was the DC.
Okay.
You succeed.
You did it. Good job.
You succeed.
Okay.
You succeed.
Yeah, that's a 9.
Breathe.
So there are a couple moments where you're trying to just shake those images out of your mind. You get rid of them.
Okay.
Your watch ends safely,
Okay.
nicely. Nothing happens.
I will wake Bran first, and then I will.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not going to. I'm going to contemplate kicking Klaus, but then I will shake him awake.
Okay.
As you start walking
Yeah.
towards him, he's kind of just going to open an eye.
Yep.
And
Okay.
nod.
Okay.
He's already
Okay, cool.
already awake. Klaus, it's your watch. What do you do to set up camp? What are you doing?
Oh, wait.
Oh,
are we,
I thought.
Are we done with our long rest?
3 watches.
3 watches?
3 watches.
Technically, there were supposed to be 4, but I extended the watches for you guys because the party is smaller.
Okay.
Thanks.
Then I am going to grab some of the metal.
Okay.
I'm going to take the skull and put it away since I'm not sleeping anymore.
Cool.
And I am just going to kind of set up the metal along the hall.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast a minor illusion, just like me standing there. Or actually, no, Adra standing there. No, Bran.
Okay. Okay.
Just a Bran standing there with like a stupid...
And the image flashes. This, it goes you.
Yeah, first me, because obviously me, I'm the best. Then an Adra, and then a Bran with like a really stupid expression.
Okay. Of
60
course.
feet away, so about as far as I can see.
Yeah. Down into the tunnel or back
Into
up?
Into the tunnel, because back up is just stone and a little hall.
Totally.
And I'm gonna kind of sit with my back to one of the sides so I can see both ways, kind of just
Yeah, totally.
peripherally.
Also, as I go to bed, since he's taking the last watch, I'm just gonna like pull out, like put short bow away both my daggers and just kind of like sleep next to them.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Make a dexterity.
I was
check.
gonna
What?
say, don't.
Sleeping
stab
with
yourself.
knives. Sleeping with knives.
I don't move when I sleep at night. Like, I'm out.
Maybe you don't.
Oh my gosh.
Adras, you know.
I wouldn't have said that if I didn't.
The DC is so low.
Saving throw, you said?
No, check.
Oh, check. Okay.
I
okay.
don't even think it's possible for you to fail this.
I was gonna say in Vox Machina,
An
Percy.
Yeah, you succeed.
I was like, watch me roll a 1 and then like stab myself in the eye.
Okay.
Percy talked about how he had his pajamas on one day, and Matt lowered his armor class for it. Don't narrate things that'll get you killed.
Yep. Yeah, if you narrate that you are not wearing armor, you are not wearing armor. Nice thing is, you're a lizard folk.
I was
and
like,
so
I
you
don't
have-
wear armor.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't wear armor.
Yeah,
It's the best part of the lizard folk.
it is. It's really amazing.
It's amazing.
One thing. Can I also prepare Ray of Frost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Make a perception check.
That's a 6.
Okay.
Why do you betray me, die?
Yeah. As you are, you're sitting, just sort of watching. You've got Ray of Frost sort of just floating in your hand, just prepared, and you've got Minor Illusion sort of sitting
It's
there.
kind of
and
like
you-
this ring that's around my wrist of like this light blue
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah, totally. And you just got it sitting there, sort of waiting. Every once in a while, the Minor Illusion will fade because it's a timed spell, and you'll just put it back up. You hear a familiar skittering. Just a little bit of a skeletal skittering down the way. Echoing. Then it's gone.
Okay.
You guys complete your long rest. You are ready to set out to do your second day of travel.
Yeah, Klaus is just gonna pick everything back up.
Cool.
Keep the image of Bran up.
Yes.
Well, as Bran,
and then grab the sack of metal and just kind of like wham it against the wall to wake them up.
Yeah, totally. It's a very
she
loud,
takes the daggers.
it's a very loud
Bran's-
noise.
gasp, Tor in hand. Oh, okay. It was just you. And then just like put Tor down, and instead of like lithely getting up, just like uses Tor to get up and like, oh, this didn't hurt this much yesterday. I wish everybody could see Prof Mac's face right now.
It's amazing.
By
I'm
the
so
way,
over
if I'm
this.
not here for the next session, she killed me.
Call the police.
As you get up, Andre's just gonna stick a foot out and try and trip you.
Go ahead and make a dexterity check. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
Going
Oh,
back to
she
trip.
so trips me. That is a 3.
And that's a 20.
Oh, yeah.
Dirty
Yep.
20.
Yeah. No, you fall
20.
flat on your face.
Yep.
Your back really hurts. now.
Yeah, yeah.
And
right
Klaus
there,
is
old
going
man?
to look at that and he's going to be like, getting worse by the day,
Oh,
flashback,
no.
are we?
Apparently. And then just gets back up and is just like,
Are you still
So
using
done.
Tor as a cane?
yes.
Okay. As you're doing these, he's like, "Hey, quit it! I'm a weapon, not a cane, dude. Come on, let's go. Let's face the day. Fix your back for crying out loud. I need you to make a charisma check."
Oh, no. Not again. Hey, that is a 23.
Cool. You can tell he was trying to shunt himself so that you would fall.
Oh, no, you don't. And I pick him up and I just like slam him into the wall. Just
Ow!
with, like a little.
As you guys walk down the hall, the image of Rain is still there.
Yes, yeah, you walk past a really, it's almost inhuman, uncanny valley sort of picture of you, totally still with the weirdest face.
Oh, gosh.
And as Klaus walks past it, he's just going to go. And it's going to start another image. The same image will appear, but now bleeding from eyes, nose, ears, mouth, just blood oozing out of all of his orifices.
Well, it can't move. The picture
No.
can't move 'cause
It's
it's
just like
yeah,
a still
yeah,
picture
still
of
picture.
him bleeding.
Oh, lovely.
Look at Bran.
And then he's going to go again, and it's just going to dissipate into black smoke.
Cool.
Just in my head to Tor, I don't like this guy.
And Andre's gonna look at Bran.
I think
don't
he's
think he
funny.
likes you.
I think he's funny.
Of course you do.
I kind of want Klaus to become friends with Thor.
Hey,
Oh, no.
you touch the hammer, you get to talk to Tor.
He's already talked to Tor.
That's true. All right, so you guys continue on your way down.
Oh, yeah, Tor's in extra dimensional space. I don't need to carry that all the
Cool.
time.
Sounds good.
As we're walking, I'm just gonna try and sidle up to Klaus again. So, our little dinosaur friend, where did you... Was this part of your attack? Listen, that thing moved last night. Or at least it looked like it did.
Did you have any aggressive intent towards me?
No, I was doing my watch.
Why should I believe you?
Why should...
You were the one who saw it move. I had it ready to attack anyone who was going to be hostile towards me.
Look, this is not going to work if we don't trust each other. But you're making it very difficult.
I believe from our first encounter, we've already made it difficult. The same as it has always been. I have my secrets, you have yours. All I know is that we're going down, and we will soon reach our destination.
We'll keep that thing away.
I will.
Alright, she backs up again. In between the two.
Brian, you hear in your head, just Tor, which he's not done this before. Did you hear him just go, "Let me out!"
Oh, no. In my head in reply... actually, no. This will be verbal. Mumbled. Oh, great. Now he's in my head all the time. Joy.
You alright there, Bran?
Just a hammer talking in my head.
Is this something that happens with age? You get more senile?
Oh, no. Just he's gonna glare at Audra, just like glare daggers, and just keep walking.
Adra is the youngest from all of us.
How old is Audra again? She's like 16.
She's
right?
16 now,
16,
yeah.
okay.
So she's like adult in lizard years, but
Yeah.
All I remember is
like
that
an
the
18-year-old
25-year-old
adult.
blacksmith got knocked out by a 16-year-old and a 14-year-old in the first session.
That's right. That's right.
Twice.
Got knocked out by a couple of children.
Mm-hmm.
young
All right.
adults, okay?
You guys keep moving. About 3 hours into your walk, I need everybody to make perception checks.
Okay. I was gonna say, I'm keeping my eyes out. I don't want to use this dice.
15.
18.
Perception?
Mhm.
Ooh, 13.
You hear a familiar skittering.
Oh, Tor's back. Like, I don't know what this is, but Tor's back now.
Thank you!
Ray of Frost. And just this ring of white, like blue energy will
Yeah.
surge down his hand.
I love it.
I've
Can I
got
see it with my 120 feet?
Oh, is your perception check?
It was a 15.
Yeah. You see on the ceiling a small skeleton. You've never seen something like this before. Audra and Klaus, you guys are quite familiar with this. It's an undead velociraptor.
I'm going-
Just sort of crawling on the ceiling.
How far ahead is it?
About 50 feet.
Okay. Do you say anything?
I'm going to look at Audra and say, is that bad?
And then I'm going to cast light on one of my daggers because I don't have dark vision. I've just been trusting to stay in the middle. So do I see it with the light on my dagger?
Yeah.
I'm going to throw 2 daggers.
Thank you all for tuning in and joining us this week. Moody&D streams live on XN Radio every Saturday at 2 p.m. CST, and the podcast can be found on both Apple and Spotify starting the following Monday at 10 a.m. CST. If you missed part of our live episode or just want to listen to the episode again, we'd love to see you over there. You can also find us on Instagram at Moody_N_D. Again, that's the @ symbol, Moody_ the letter N_ and then the letter D. That's all for this week, friends. We love you, and we'll see you in a bit. Bye-bye.